been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a...
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line. Come on, let's go.
The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Murray now. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Murray. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Formation.
On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At the 41-yard line.
They run again on first down. Chubb, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And 5 at the 46-yard line.
For Nick Chubb. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground is Chubb, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's got daylight. 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting them to back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Mike, 54. Hey, here we go. Undercrush. Check.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Point after.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
to throw is Murray.
At the 25.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Down to the 25.
Nick Chubb.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
25-yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd down and 8. Chubb. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
They run. Chung. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Arizona.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Geis, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
A big play there. 76 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say,
looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
56.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 64 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Chubb, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. They'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
56 to mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Murray going to try to throw on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 34. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. It's Geis on the counter. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, Geis. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
A 26-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. That a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back to throw now on first down. Completion here to Claypool.
Chase.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Complete to Chase Claypool. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's see what you got. 43 is the mark.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let him know, let him know. Check, check.
Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 9, check 9.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Defense, let's get out the field, defense. 56. 56. Defense wins championship.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
First down, Murray. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red, green, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fake, get the money.
Tonight's final score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Arizona, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Slow pacing. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them. Stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.